time, guys. So keep solving our physics GRE. So 11, which of the following equation is consequence? Okay, so basically so this is the vector calculus. Okay, I should have proved some formula for you guys, but I don't have time. So one formula is that the gradient of the curve, the divergence of the curve is 0, and the curve, and then the gradient of the curve of the gradient is 0. Okay. So which one? We use this one. So we have this one. We take the divergence both sides. So answer is A. Answer is A. Okay. So 12, the source of y 1 kilohertz, and ask about the Doppler effect. And remember that this is so there are two kinds of Doppler effect. One is the sound Doppler effect. One is the light Doppler effect. And this is sound. So what we need is sound Doppler effect. So they tell you that so the sound Doppler effect tell you what? Tell the frequency is the observers the VO vs VO times the original. So VO means so basically you have source, right? You have the observer. So Vs means the velocity corresponding to the source to the sound. So and this one is basically observer to the sound. This VO means observer to the sound. So in this case, that the source is moving. So the source is moving, right? So this one is different, has something different. Okay, and the sound for the VO just the V sound because the observer is fixed. So this is 1, right? So suppose the velocity of the sound is Vs. This is Vs, and this is Vs minus 0.9 Vs. Because now source is very moving very quick times the original. So basically it's 10 times original frequency. So which is the 10 times. So 1 kilohertz is 10 kilohertz. Okay, so this formula you need to remember, and you also need to remember another formula, and this is the light Doppler effect, and this is also very important in the subject GRE. So I will guarantee that you have probably 90% that when you go to the test that you will see the similar problems. Okay, 13 say that the equation is very very long. So two coherent sources of visible monochromatic light from an interference pattern on screen if the radiated phase of the source is vary from 0 to 2 pi frequency, which will found in best equal effect if any interference pattern. So what you change from? You change the relative phase is vary from 0 to 2 pi. So that means they change rapidly. Okay, but what you know is that human can only see up like 25 hertz. So human cannot see this kind of 500 hertz changes. So the only the first one said that it's the frequency of change is very compared to very visible light. This is not due to a visible light, right? So and the B said is unaffected because the frequency of phase change is integral. It doesn't matter. It's the joy is that when the difference is 0 to pi. Basically, interference can basically if you have two objects which you can have you can have interference. So it's destroy always difference because the monochrome this not due to this one. It say that it's destroyed for all phase difference because this is not correct. So it's not destroyed because simply shift position rate is too rapid. This is okay because we know that human eye can only detect 25 hertz. So the answer is E. The answer is E. Okay, so 14 asks about why CP is larger than CV. So usually CP is in CV plus R. And why CP is larger? Because you need to, when you add heat in a fixed volume, then you only give all the heat to the temperature. But when you add heat into the isobaric system, you need to give some heat, then the gas will expand it. So you will have some heat need to transform into the work. So this is what I explained in English, and you can go to find the answer. Okay, so the answer basically is A. Because it does work, right? Gas does work when pressure remain constant. So 14 is correct. 15 says that a sample of an atom's helium is confined in a 1 cubic meter volume. Probability that none of the helium is in this cubic volume. Ask about the answer. Okay. And this problem should be in a probability question, right? Because so if a particle, the probability of the particle is not in that region, basically is 1 minus 10 to the negative 6. Right, so if total all of it is non that region, that means you have times n. Because we are assuming that the particle is independent of each other. So the answer is C. Answer is C. And then 16, you can highlight. This question is same as I guess is in 2012 GRE. So basically, this is the famous basically basically the common question in the GRE asking about the properties of muons, which is following is basically the most similar to it. So the answer is the electron A. And I give you 3 reasons. Okay, so basically muon and the electron they are both, one is fermion. They are both fermion. Both they are elementary particle. So they are not a composite particle. So basically this is based on standard model point of view. And the third is that they are leptons. And the fourth that they have negative charges. So the most similar is definitely electron. Okay, so graviton is a boson. Photon is a boson. This proton, which is, and pion, which is composite particle. So only these four, only electron contains these similar 4 properties. So we choose A. Okay, I think it's enough for today, and I will see you guys in the next video. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.